Hi, I'm Laura Sarchet, and I'm the Inclusive Higher Education GA at the University of Rochester. Today we are talking about Universal Design for Learning, or UDL. So as always, I want to give you a little bit of context about our programs that you might be interfacing with at the University of Rochester. So we have our BOCES students who are auditing classes in the tour program. We have students who are registered with the Disability Resources Office, and they might receive accommodations in your class. We also have neurodiverse and neurotypical students in all of our classes. These are students who are students with disabilities and students without disabilities. And all of these people benefit from Universal Design for Learning. So our goal for today is that you will develop your understanding of the 3 principles of UDL and identify an action step for your own practice. So UDL has 3 basic principles. They are engagement, representation, and action or expression. And I will refer to this as expression for this 3rd piece today. So engagement is the why of learning. This is how students are motivated or interested or excited about participating. Representation is the what. This is the content knowledge, the subject matter that we are teaching. And expression is the how. This is how students are going to reproduce that information and represent their own learning for us as faculty or instructors. So before I dive a little bit deeper into each of those 3 components, I want to remind us that Universal Design for Learning is universal design for all individuals. Universal Design for Learning benefits neurotypical people, neurodiverse people, people with all kinds of disabilities and all kinds of diversities and all kinds of abilities. So for example, if we think about best practices for instruction, universal design that might help someone with a learning disability is also going to help all students learn better. In a nutshell, it's just good teaching. Same thing with UDL for physical disabilities and accessibility in the community. If you think about a ramp, a person who uses a wheelchair is needing the ramp to access the sidewalk. However, someone in a stroller, someone in a bike would also benefit from that UDL accessible ramp. So let's start with the what of learning. For representation, this is how instructors are presenting the content for students to access. So the big principle is that we want to provide our access in multiple ways. So you could represent material and content through writing, through visuals, through verbal, and through hands-on activities. This helps students who are auditory learners, visual learners, and kinesthetic learners. So for example, if you're giving a lecture, that would be verbal, but we want to also provide visuals and written examples for our students to be able to access that content. If we can provide hands-on or discussion examples where the students are actually interacting with the content as well, that's going to help their learning and build their understanding of the content. So we would maybe want to use a PowerPoint and have pictures and words on slides. Using closed captioning provides that extra written and visual link between the verbal things that we're saying. Expression is the how of learning. This is how our students are going to show the instructor that they have mastered this learning. So one way to think about this is, how are we assessing students' learning? For example, you might have students write a paper or complete an exam at the end of a semester. But what if students were able to demonstrate their learning through creating a PowerPoint or having a verbal discussion about the content, or through demonstrating the content, through maybe providing their own walkthrough of an experiment or a problem? These are all different ways that students can show how they know. And these are all equally valid ways of meeting our learning objectives as instructors for students to demonstrate in different ways. Finally, we want to talk about the why, or the engagement piece of Universal Design for Learning. This is how students are interested and motivated to participate. So So we want to always have a clear purpose for why we are teaching what we are teaching. Collaboration and relationships also builds engagement. Having students have a relationship with us as instructors and with each other as a community of learners is really important. And providing time for reflection also provides another way to get students engaged because they're reflecting on their own practices and what they have learned. I just want to close by showing this picture of something that used to be inclusion or not really inclusion, was when students with disabilities were excluded in the first diagram from the participation in the circle. Now, Inclusion 2.0 shows that those students are now integrated and part of the community of learners. But Inclusion 3.0 takes away the circle. What if we took away those barriers that prevent access to learning? That's exactly what UDL is. We're taking down barriers that prohibit students from accessing learning. So I'd like you to take one action step today. Can you choose one of the previous actions on one of the slides to enhance your course? Ask a colleague to keep you accountable, view another resource from our YouTube channel, or reach out to me for professional development. As always, please reach out with any other ideas. You can reach me at hega@rochester.edu. Thank you.